Cheers to Friday, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers, you made it. So everybody grab their drink. Find a comfortable seat and close your eyes. You can roll your shoulders up to your ears and then back down and really just settle into the mat and this beautiful evening. Excited to have this drink to cheers the week away, I guess. And just think of that gratitude that you made it to this day and made it home for some, and your first yoga class, whatever you want, whatever you're grateful for today. And just noticing how your body may be feeling. And then take a deep inhale and exhale everything out. And on your next inhale, breathe in all the air you can and hold it at the top. And hold it for 3 counts. 1, 2, 3, and exhale everything out. And at the bottom, squeeze all that air out and hold it for 3 at the bottom. Then take a deep inhale and hold for 3 more at the top. And exhale everything out, holding for 3 at the bottom. Take a deep inhale and exhale it all out. You can put your drink down if you still have it in your hand. And then bring your hand to your belly. And take a deep inhale into your belly, filling up the belly a lot like a balloon. And exhale all out. Inhaling into the belly, guiding the breath up into the ribs. And exhaling everything out. Feeling yourself melt into the earth just a little bit more. Keep breathing at your own pace, feeling that breath move. And exhaling it all out. Couple more here at your own pace, feeling the breath move from the belly to the ribs, all the way up into the collarbone, reaching to the crown of the head, shoulders down, and exhaling everything out. And on your last exhale, you can open up your eyes. And on your next inhale, reach those arms up to the sky. Your gaze goes up to your fingertips. And exhale, arms down at your sides. Inhale, reaching up to the sky. And exhale, arms down. Couple more here. Inhaling, reaching, stretching out that spine, and exhaling down. This time, reach up to the sky, inhaling. And on your exhale, let your left arm down, reaching over towards the left. I already messed up. Everybody drink. Just kidding. Inhale up to center. Exhale right. Inhale up to center. Exhale left. Inhale center. Exhale right. Inhale back up to center. This time twist over towards the left. Bring your right hand to your left knee, keeping a nice straight spine. And inhale up to center. And exhale, twist over towards the right. We're just warming up the spine, all the 6 movements. So inhale up to the sky. And exhale, twist. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. One more each side, inhaling and exhaling. Last one, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale your arms up to the side, up to the sky, and exhale down. Can remove anything you might be sitting on. Nobody's sitting on anything but me. And meet me in tabletop. So hands right underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your wrists. Inhale your gaze forward, bring your shoulder blades together, arching the spine. And exhale, round, pushing the ground away, gaze to your belly. Inhale into cow. And exhale, rounding into cat. Moving with your breath, hugging those shoulder blades together. And exhale, round, opening up the back. It's the last movement of the spine. Last inhale. And exhale into cat. And bring it back to a neutral spine. You can inhale your right leg back behind you, bring your toes to the mat, and leaning back into that heel, feeling a nice stretch in the back of the leg. Take a deep breath here. On your next inhale, lift that leg up and sweep it over towards the left. Gaze over your left shoulder at the toes. Breathe deep here. Inhale, lift that leg up, and exhale, bring it back to meet the left. Inhale your left leg back behind you, pressing your toes into the mat and leaning back into your heel, feeling nice stretch in the back of the leg. Deep breath here. On your next inhale, lift the leg up and sweep it over towards the right, gaze over your right shoulder. Bring your toes to the ground. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift that leg up, and exhale, bring it back to meet the right. And then bring your knees nice and wide, toes together, and sit back into child's pose. And if this is uncomfortable, you can always stay up on your knees and walk your hands forward so that your ears are in line with your arms. Find whatever is comfortable for you. And just breathe here, feeling a nice stretch in the upper back. I'm going to take a sip of beer. And then coming back up in the tabletop, crawl through your hands, and then meet me on your back. You can look at the beautiful sky. You can keep your knees bent, feet on the ground. And then once you're comfortable, inhale your right leg up to the sky and try and press your foot into the clouds. And as you exhale, bend your knee and just let your foot hang. So inhale, straighten your leg, reaching up to the sky. And exhale, bend your knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Try and get a little straighter. And exhale, bend. Last one, inhale, straighten. This time make some circles with your ankle. So pointing the toes, rotating one way, and then the other. Just warming up the ankle joint. And then you can bring that foot back down to the ground. This time, inhale your left leg up to the sky, pressing the foot into the clouds. And exhale, bend your knee, let your foot just kind of hang there. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, bend. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Or you can do the circles. Drink. Going one way and then the other. I got lost in the clouds, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. And then you can bring your foot back down to the ground. Bring your knees into your chest. Give them a nice hug. You can rock side to side. And then keep your hands on your knees and begin to make big circles with your legs. So like 2 bicycle wheels. So coming together and then fall apart. Just opening up the hips. And then switching directions. Taking a deep breath. And then bring your feet back down to the ground. You can press yourself back up. And keep your hands right under your knees, your feet on the ground, about hips distance apart. You can extend your arms out and then start to lean backwards, coming up on your tippy toes. And walk your tippy toes back until you find the spot between your sit bones and your tailbone, or the squishy part. You can stay right here, breathing, or you can lift one leg and then the other. Or you can let go of your hands and reach forward, careful not to round the spine. You want to stay right nice and open in your chest. And breathe. Last inhale and exhale, bring everything back down. You can extend the legs, hands behind you, and give them a little shake. And where do we want to go next? Come back up into a forward fold. So however you want to get there. Keep your feet really wide. Hang nice and heavy, nice bend in the knees. And bring opposite hand to opposite elbow. And breathing here, letting everything go. Rocking side to side. Letting all the stress of the week go right onto the mat. You can bring your hands to your hips and with a nice flat back, come slowly up to standing. So if you're not standing at the front of your mat, you can come a little closer. And stand about hips distance apart. So a little trick I like to do is put your fists together and then put them in between your feet and bring your toes to touch your hands. And that's true hip distance apart. So your second toe should be parallel with each other. Hands on your hips if you want. Roll your shoulders up and down. Let go of your hands at your sides. Palms face forward, palms like your fingertips down. And breathe here in mountain pose. So hug your legs together energetically without moving them and feel the energy lifting up and opening up the chest. On your next inhale, reach those arms up to the sky, palms facing each other, shoulders away from the ears. Breathing a couple more breaths here. Inhale, reach through the hands, and exhale, arms down. So keeping your feet right where they are. You can bring your hands to your hips, bring the weight into your heels, begin to sit back as if you're sitting in a chair. And you can put your hand on the back, make sure you're not arching too much. You want to be nice and flat. Gaze forward. Breathing here in chair pose, and watch your ankle or your knees, make sure they don't go over top of your toes. And when you're ready, inhale your arms forward, palms facing each other. Arms right in line with your shoulders. Breathing here. Last inhale, and exhale, fold over, letting yourself be nice and heavy. You can have a nice bend in the knees. Bring your hands to your shins, and with a flat back, inhale, straightening the spine, and exhale, fold. Inhale to a flat back, and exhale, fold. Bring your hands to your hips, and with that flat back, come back up to standing. Nicely done. Bring the weight into your left foot and step your right foot back behind you, about a leg's length. And stay up on the ball of the back foot, hips nice and square to the front of the mat. Shoulder blades hug together behind you, reaching through the crown of the head. Breathe here. And on your next inhale, reach those arms up to the sky into warrior pose. Shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, reach those arms up. And exhale, open up into cactus arms. You can press your elbows back behind you to open up the chest just a little bit more. Breathing. Inhale, arms up. And exhale at your sides, bring back to your hips. Rotate that back foot about 45 degrees so that the toes are faced towards the front of the mat. And check the placement of your heels. Both heels should be in one long line with each other. Everybody looks good. Hands at your hips. Keeping that knee right over top of that ankle. And rotating open towards the side, only as far as you can go before that knee starts to move. When you're ready, inhale your arms out to the sides, parallel with the ground, rotating the shoulders so they're right in line with the long edge of your mat. Gaze over your left fingertips. And breathe, and warrior two. They say this pose promotes confidence. So after a long week, if anybody was a jerk to you, here's your confidence pose. And flip your front palm. And on your next inhale, reach up to the sky, reversing your warrior, small back bend. And on the exhale, lean forward, bring your left elbow to left knee. Sweep your right arm down, forward, and up to the sky. Palm open. Don't get hit by a pigeon. And breathe. Inhale, reaching through those fingertips. And exhale your right hand back down to your hip. And then engaging your core, straighten that front leg, coming back up to center. And with your hands on your hips, begin to tilt forward, keeping a nice long line from your hips. And then come back up to center. So tilt forward as far as you can go. And then come back up to center. Until as far as you can go forward, this time drop your left arm down on the inside of your left leg, and then reach your right arm up to the sky. Pressing your left hand into that leg to open yourself up. Imagining you're being pressed between two panes of glass. Breathe here in triangle pose. Last inhale, and exhale your right hand down, engaging your core, come back up to center. And rotate those toes, the front toes, so that they're parallel with each other as long as I do your mat. You guys can see me or not, but it's kind of awkward. Hands at your hips, nice straight spine. Deep breath, and exhale it all out. On your next exhale, begin to tilt forward, keeping a nice flat back. And you can hover here, keeping a nice flat back for a couple breaths. On your next exhale, move your hands down your legs and let your head be heavy and just hang here. And a side forward fold. And bring your hands to your hips, and with a flat back, slowly come back up to standing. And step your feet together at the front of your mat. And just take a moment and close your eyes and bring your hand to your belly. Take a sip of your drink and just notice how your body feels. A little mixture of both things here, but intermission maybe. And we're going to take it to the other side. So weight into your right foot. Step your left foot back behind you, about a leg's length. You should be right on train tracks and stay up on that back foot, right in the ball of the back foot. Hips squared to the front of the mat, shoulders back and down. Breathe here. Just opening up that left side, especially if you've been sitting a lot. On your next inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. And exhale, sink a little bit deeper into the pose. Breathe here. Inhale, reach those arms up to the sky. And as you exhale, open up into cactus arms. Breathing here. Jeez, pigeons. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky, and exhale and back down at your sides. Rotating your back foot 45 degrees so that your toes are faced towards the front. So the whole sole of the back foot's on the ground. And your knee is directly over top of your ankle. Rotating open towards the side as far as you can go before your knee moves. And then when you're ready, inhale your arms out to the sides, parallel with the ground. Rotating your shoulders so they're right in line with the long edge of your mat. Gaze over your right fingertips. And warrior two. And breathe. And flip your front palm. Inhale, reach up to the sky, bending backwards to reverse your warrior. And as you exhale, lean forward, bring your right elbow to right knee. Sweep your left arm down to the ground, forward and up to the sky. Breathing here, inside angle. Inhale, reaching up to the sky. And exhale, your left hand down at your hips, engaging your core. Come up to standing, straightening that front leg. We're going to do that little teapot move that we did on the other side. So imagine you're one long line from the hips to the head. You could do that if you want. Tilt forward as far as you can go, and then back up to middle. Tilt forward, small bend in the front leg, and then back up. And this time, tilt forward as far as you can go. Drop your right arm down to your inside of your leg, and reach your left arm up to the sky. Pressing your right hand up, or not up, right hand into your leg to press yourself open towards the side a little bit more. And triangle pose. Breathing. Inhale, reaching through those fingertips, and exhale, left hand to your hip, engaging the core, come back up to center. And rotate the front toes so that they are at the long edge of your mat. Hands at your hips, shoulders back and down. Inhale your arms out to the side and reach around to interlace your hands behind you. So shoulder blades hugging together. Feeling nice and straight. On your next inhale, Reach forward as you exhale, holding over. You can keep your hands at your lower back or lift them up to open up the chest a little bit more. Small bend in your knees. Breathing here. You can bring your hands back down to the middle of your back. And when you're ready, slowly with a flat back, come back up to standing. Let go of your hands and meet me at the front of your mat. Take another drink. You completed both sides. Congratulations. And now we balance. Yay. We could do tree. Or we could do a hybrid. We could do treagle. I came up with it today. Fine, I'll do tree. All right, so weight into your right leg. Hands at your hips for some stability. Peel your left ankle off the ground, coming up on your toes. Then rotate your knee out to the side, only as much as it feels comfortable. And you can stay right there, pressing your foot into the ground, and that's your tree, nice and balanced. Or you can try and bring that foot into your ankle, or your shin, or your thigh. Just don't go on your knee. That's the only thing. The trick is to keep your hips nice and square, so you don't want them like crooked. And press that foot really a lot. Find a nice stable spot in front of you. Tree into your, your leg into your foot into your leg. And when you're ready, grow your tree. And your arms can do whatever you want. You can do cactus arms, you could be a cactus. You could do this and try and make people fall. And just breathe. Gaze can come up to the sky or top of the building. You guys look great, just saying. Inhale, your arms up, and exhale, arms down, followed by your legs. And just close your eyes, bring your hands to your belly, and just notice the difference between each side. No drinking here. And opening your eyes, bring your hands back at your hips, weight into your left leg, and start to peel your right ankle up off the ground, coming up on your toes. Rotating that knee out to the side, staying right here, or finding whatever spot is most comfortable. It gives you the most balance. Just avoiding the knee. Pressing that foot into your leg a lot. And when you're ready, you can grow your tree. Every side is different. Breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Last inhale. And exhale your hands down at your sides, followed by your legs. Closing your eyes once again. And just notice both sides being complete. And now take a drink. That's good. So, do you want to try treagle? Okay. Schmingle. All right, so weight into your right foot. Hands at your hips, doing the same position with your feet on this side. So coming up on your toes and finding wherever you want to put your foot. So it's the same bottom, it's just the arms that are really different. Yes, but if you can't do that, inhale your, once you're stable, find your spot. Find your spot. And then inhale your arms out to the sides and put your right arm under, left arm underneath your right. And then bring your hands to your shoulders, keeping your elbows right in line with your shoulders. You can stay right here, or you can twist your arms so that your palms are touching. That's treacle. I mean, that one's not as cool. If it was the other way, it would be like this, which is, you're almost there. Yeah, it's a trug. I like that. It is a trug. It's a treacle. Trug. Yeah, all right, we gotta do the other side because it's just weird if we don't. I know. All right, so weight into your left leg. Pressing your toes wherever they want to go. Your parents are probably like, what's going on? Once you're steady, inhale your arms out to your sides and wrapping your right arm underneath your left. Yeah. I'm trying to mirror you. Or do the twist. Now we're watching. Okay, I had to do it for myself because that was. All right, so that was that. Come to the front of your mat if you're not already, or take a sip. Why not? And inhale your arms up to the sky. And exhale, fold over your legs. Small bend in your knees. Inhale to a flat back, so hands at your shins. And exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bring your hands to the mat and step your left foot back. Staying up on the back foot or dropping that left knee down. Your right knee should be right over top of your ankle. And keeping your left hand down at the ground, reach your right arm open to the sky. A little twist. And breathing here. Inhale, reach up to the sky, and exhale, hand down. You can just step the right foot back to meet the left. And come back into child's pose. So toes together, knees wide, or puppy pose, whatever you like. And then coming back into tabletop, walking the hands back underneath your shoulders. Inhale your left leg up in between the hands. Then you can come back up, lifting that knee, the right knee off the ground if you did that on the other side, or keep that knee down. Keeping your right hand planted, lift your left hand up to the sky. Doing a nice twist. Breathing here. And pressing a lot into that right shoulder to open up so you're not sinking into it. Inhale, reaching, and exhale, hand down. Step the left foot back to meet the right and come into child's pose or into puppy pose, whatever you wanted to do. And wherever you are, walk your hands over towards the right and come off of the mat. Your chest should be right in the center of your right knee. And then you can even put your left hand on top of your right for a little bit more stretch on the left side. Breathing here, just opening up the left ribs. And then begin to walk your hands over towards the left side of your mat. It's a little dirty, huh? Sorry. And then you can bring your right hand on top of the left to open up a little bit more on the right side. And breathing here. Sending the breath to any tightness. And walking the hands back to center. You can come back up into tabletop. And give it a little shake out. And begin to crawl forward and meet me on your bum. Yeah. You can have your legs extended in front of you. And bend your left knee and bring it into your chest. Bring your foot on the ground, keeping a nice straight spine. You can stay right here or begin to cross that left foot over the right, if that's more comfortable. And keeping that nice straight spine, inhale your right arm out to the side. And as you exhale, wrap it around that knee and twist over towards the left. Bring the left hand behind you like a kickstand. So inhale, straight spine, and exhale, twist. Breathing here for a few breaths. And twists are really detoxifying, which is ironic because we're drinking beer and alcohol. But they're great. Last breath here. And as you exhale, unwind yourself. Grab your drink. And you can either take a sip now, keep it nearby, keep it on your right side. Yeah, keep it on your right side of your mat. Extend your legs out in front of you. Bend your right knee, bring it into your chest. Foot on the ground. Nice straight spine. You can cross it over your left if you'd like. Deep inhale, nice straight. Reaching your left arm out to the side. And as you exhale, wrap it around that knee, twisting over towards the right. And now grab your drink and have a little sip. See what I did there? It wasn't very smooth, but yoga and drinking together. All right, so inhale, straighten, and exhale, twist. We see you. Breathing. Last inhale and exhale, unwind everything out. That didn't go so hot for me. I don't know about anybody else. I'm all bubbly. Okay, we can make our way to our back. So with your hands at your sides, feet on the ground, knees bent, try and touch your ankles with your fingertips. And if you can touch them, walk your feet forward about an inch. So your feet should be right underneath your knees, hip distance, like in the beginning of class. And then pressing your feet into the mat, hands in the mat, arms in the mat. Begin to lift your hips up to the sky. You walk your shoulder blades underneath you a little bit for some more height. And breathe here in bridge pose. Inhale and exhaling, bring your hips down slowly, slowly, slowly back down to the ground. You can bring your knees into your chest for a little hug. We're gonna do that one more time. So finding that same spot that you just had, touching your ankles, walking them forward, pressing your feet into the mat, shoulders in the mat, hands on the mat, begin to lift your hips up to the sky. Careful not to open up those knees. You're gonna keep them right in line with your hips. Breathing here. Last inhale and exhale, slowly bring everything back down to the mat. Bring your knees into the chest for a hug once more. And bring your feet back down to the ground. Extend your left leg on the ground, on the mat. Then pressing your right foot into the mat, scoot your hips over towards the right. Then bring your right foot to rest on top of your left thigh. Arms out at a T, and let that right knee fall over towards the left. Keeping your shoulder blades on the ground. Gaze over your right fingertips. Breathing here in supine twist. You can bring your left hand to rest on your right knee if you want a little bit more stretch. And keeping that left leg nice and straight and active. And breathing. Last inhale and exhale, bring everything back to the center. Scoot your hips back to center. Extend your legs out on your mat. Close your eyes. Bring your hands to your belly and notice the difference between each side. One leg might feel longer than the other. And then opening up your eyes, bend your left leg. Bring your left foot to the mat, pressing your foot into the mat, scoot your hips over towards the left. Bring your left foot to rest on top of your right thigh. Arms out at a T, let your knee fall over towards the right, keeping your shoulder blades on the ground. Gaze over your left fingertips. And breathing here. If you want a little bit more stretch in your arms, you can reach your left arm up above your head like a snow angel to stretch out the chest a little bit. And breathing here. Last inhale and exhale. Bring everything back to center. Scoot your hips back in the middle. Extend your legs out. And notice a difference between both sides. Bend your knees and bring the soles of your feet together. And keep your knees out nice and wide, like a butterfly. And your hands can rest on your legs or on your belly. Just let everything go. Settling in for relaxation. Maybe thinking of what you're grateful for again today. And begin to close those knees up like a book and find a comfortable spot. So you can extend your legs on the mat, or you can keep the knees bent, feet wide and knees together. Arms at your sides, the palms faced up. Beginning to close your eyes. And take 4 full yogic breaths like we did in the beginning of class. And then return your breath to normal. There's nothing left to do. You've done all the work for the week and for class. So relaxing any remaining tension that you may be carrying in your body. And start by doing a little body scan from the head, relaxing the neck and the jaw, relaxing your shoulders, your arms. Relaxing your back and your hips. Letting your legs be nice and heavy. Relaxing your ankles and your wrists, feet and toes. Shavasana. Begin to bring awareness back into your fingers and toes. And deepen your breath to awaken the inner body. Maybe stretch your arms above your head as if you've just woken up. Bend your knees, bring them into your chest, give yourself a little hug. Begin to fall over to one side. And keeping your eyes closed. Whenever you're ready, press yourself up to a comfortable seat. And just taking notice of how your body may be feeling now compared to the beginning of class. You may feel more rested. You want to go back to sleep or refreshed or intoxicated if you drank real fast. But whatever it is for you, bring your hands together at heart center. Take a deep inhale and exhale through the mouth. You made it through your week. You made it through yoga. And the light in me honors and sees the light in you. So namaste. Thanks, guys. Thanks for being here. Beer yoga.